Okay. Oh, good afternoon, ladies and germs. Well, whenever you get to see this. So it's been a minute. I We all had a good New Year's, I guess. Let me get your position. Yeah, that looks great. Anyway, hope you girls been and guys been doing good. I noticed I've gotten a few numbers of new members or subscribers or fans or whatever you choose to call it nowadays. But anyway, I want to welcome you all. This is my YouTube channel, of course, and normally we talk politics here, and you're really gonna want to stick around for this one. It's real juicy. But however, I know that a number of you are you come here because of the mukbang saga, and I am not a gossip. But I do have a few words about that as a parting word. If you decide to stay around, I'll be happy if you did. Uh, it's all in the courts now, which should have been from the beginning. Uh, so I'll give you Reader's Digest version because I got a lot of information here of what's been going on. But to say, to put the final nail in the coffin on my side, and because of the viewers that I did get, because of those 3 videos I made, it's in the courts now. It has nothing to do with us. Nobody can talk about it. But I do think it's really weird that Stephanie Sue did a second video downing people without giving them a chance to rebuttal. And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, her lawyer steps in and says, okay, this is in the court. Everyone shut up. That's a legal way to put the muzzle on someone without letting them defend themselves. Very underhanded, very sneaky. However, if the person was really scared, why didn't they go to the courts for a restraining order from the beginning instead of dragging this out in the YouTube world for 2 weeks? Um, Nothing good has ever come from the courts and YouTube in the same sentence. If she wins this case, and that's a if she wins this case, it's going to change the entire way we collab all together across the board for everybody. We're going to need lawyers involved, contracts involved, NDAs to be signed, witnesses are going to have to be there. Everything's going to have to be documented. Because it doesn't matter if you eat, you do crafting or painting or whatever you do. If you want to collaborate with another creator, it's going to be so messy legal wise. Right now, I could just call someone up and I could say, hey, why don't we do a collaboration? We show up, we do the collaboration. You go your way, I go mine. That's not going to be no more. It's not going to be simple no more. So, because of bringing the courts in this at this point, it's going to mess it up for everybody. Now, as a defense attorney, all the defense attorney has to do is poke holes in the case. And there's a lot of holes to be poked. The fact that her house is already in social media, it's been published in magazines. The fact that she showed her security tape with her in it, with all her area, the living area that she was in. It's already been out there. So what is he doing? What did anyone else show that she didn't show herself? But anyway, I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. I just ask questions and I read a lot. So these are the questions that come up. It's just if she does not prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt, if she does not prove it, Nick can then turn around and sue her back for defamation of character. And that could be, ooh. Okay, so like I said, it got real messy real quick when all she had to do from 2 weeks ago was get a restraining order. But anyway, Uh, I'm gonna leave this alone. This dog has been, this horse been beaten, not dog. This horse been beaten all this time for 2 weeks. I'm tired. You're tired. Everyone's tired. On to more perplexing issues. Okay, so I'm sure you know about it. What I do in this channel for the new people, not the ones that've been with me for a while. Sorry, you have to listen to the last 5 minutes. But for the new people that have just joined, and there's quite a few of you because I see you, what I do is I talk about things in the world, politics, voting rights, and how to exercise your rights. Um, Again, I'm not a lawyer. I do not have a bar degree or whatever degree lawyers get. I'm just an educated poor person that likes to read. I'm I'm a rich person's nightmare. But anyway, what I would like to talk today is about, I may say his first name wrong, but this Kasim Somalin so Soleimani. Kasim Somali. Now I think I'm butchering the first name, so I'm just gonna say General Soleimani. Now you may have heard of him that he was killed in a ring. You may know of him, you may not know of him, you may know just what you've seen in the news. Well, I've done some scratching up because, like I said, I read. Soleimani started out as a blue collar worker. I'm not sure if he was like I think he might have been a plumber or a carpenter, not a carpenter, but something blue collar. But he was manually skilled. And in 1979, when there was a big uprising in that area, Soleimani enlisted in that budding nation's army, and his ideas are strictly pro-Iranian. Anything that protected Iranian beliefs or the way they proceeded to do things. So Soleimani was very, very pro-Iranian. That was 79. Um, he was connected to every group that hated the USA. Everyone. Which made him a very dangerous person. Agreed. He did a lot of killing. Agreed. However, he had fought alongside US, the USA with us against Iraq and Syria. Let's see. It was his plans that was used. And yes, I got notes because I'm old and I forget things and my details get all squished up together. So yes, I got notes. Learn to write things down, in other words. And nothing wrong with using a pen and paper. But yeah, he fought alongside U.S. during the Iraq and Syria issues. It was his plan that was used in Afghanistan. In 1980, when there was the Iraq and Iran war, he trained and led a group of men from as far as I know, from his immediate area. Whether it was just his village or his whole region, he was very successful and he was listed as a very brave man by the people that he led. I should say men. I'm not sure if women were allowed in the army back then. But anyway, he went from company commander to division commander fairly quickly. Now, again, I don't know anything about the military. I never been in the military. I don't have any family in the military. However, I'll look it up. Company commander to division commander. That means he went from commanding hundreds of men to thousands of men. He was in command of an army. That was in 1980. All this before the age of 30, by the way. Okay. So that made him very, very successful. He was listed as fearless because he got done what needed to get done for Iranian causes. Okay. 1987, no, 1997, excuse me, he developed a special force. Kind of like the Green Berets for us. So uh, he developed that in 97. 2001, yeah, we all remember 2001. Yeah. He helped the U.S. and Afghanistan in the Afghanistan war, like I mentioned. It was his blueprint that we used. And we were fighting alongside pretty well until George Bush, the sequel, opened up his mouth and said the axis of evil. We had someone. Okay, he wasn't perfect. Okay, the man did his thing, but that did not help the issue. Okay, so from that time on, and Soleimani, he doesn't do fluffy talk. He's not. He doesn't understand. Like you, if he if you say something in public, they take it. He took it as face value. You cannot say something in public, then call him up on the phone and say, "Oh, hey, ignore what I said. I just did that to rouse up my crew." That don't fly. That did not fly with Soleimani. So he was like, "That's it. I'm not doing this fluffy talk. Get out." No, he's not gonna have nothing to do with us. So let's see, whatever. Okay. Uh, role president. Oh yes, yes. He was offered several times to be president of Iran. He didn't want it. He turned it down. He said that he said that he was thinking about being president. They're lying because he wanted to be. He was a foot soldier. He never saw himself as nothing more than a foot soldier for the benefit of the Iranian people. He was a true public servant in every way seen. Now, with all this history on the Iranian part, and before anyone says anything, the man was evil. Okay, he was evil, ruthlessly evil. But at least, it's like having, at least we knew where he was. That old saying, my opinion only. You keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer because you need to know what they're up to. Now we don't know what anybody's up to. He was on that 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 plane, that mission to go meet with the Prime Minister of Iraq, and he was killed before they met. You know how this looks, how bad this looks on America as a whole? We gave this man what he was dying. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. We gave this man what he was hoping for his entire life. We made him a martyr. What does that mean? Well, if you're Catholic, you got a new saint yesterday. Or was it the day before? I don't know. I slept. I take notes. Remember, I take notes. I forget anyway. um, it would be like the equivalent of a Catholic getting sainthood. He got a figure. He was a living martyr when he was alive, and now he crossed over into paradise as a martyr. You don't think we're gonna get backlash from this? I think the embassy in, was it Kenya? The embassy in Kenya was already attacked. The government website was already hacked into by Iranian, leaving pictures of pro-Iranian propaganda. So it's a calling card. Let us know they were there. So they're already getting back at us. They're already in the computer system. They're hacking us, and we have no defense for it. and the orange-headed pumpkin in the White House don't want to sign the money to, to secure our internet. Of course not. It doesn't benefit him. What the bottom line is that in a lot of ways, Iran and America are very much alike. We we parade. We love to show off our strongman. We worship the military. We a violent group. And I think the problem is, and this is my opinion, we are more alike than we like to think. Because Iran does everything for Iran with Iranian benefits in mind. And what do? We make a deal only if it's America that benefits from the deal in mind. So currently, we've been kicked out of Iraq because we did use their airspace to assassinate a foreign leader, which is international incident times 10. They basically told Americans, you need to leave. You're not welcome here. It was put up as a parliamentary, in Parliament. It was put up. People voted, and everyone agreed it's time for America to get out of Iraq. I don't know if there's going to be pushback from that, but they are telling people get out. What has happened last week has put every single diplomat, ambassador, uh, family members of those diplomats and ambassadors, um, every single military personnel in that region, never mind area, in that region, and now has a target on their back because someone had to play war games just so that he could win elections. Because wartime presidents most likely win elections. And 2012 or 13, Trump was boasting that being no, what was it, 12? I think it was 12. Yeah, that Obama was going to start a war with Iraq so that he could win the election, or Iran, so that he could win the election because his numbers were so low and he was so weak as a president. He would have to start a war to win. He didn't start a war. This idiot starts a possible war that your children, because not their kids, rich kids aren't going to die. Cadet Bone Spurs, his children aren't going to go. Poor kids are going to die on both sides because old men are on either side have their ego so inflated they can't see past their nose. What can we do to stop this one? There's one thing left. We need to get on the phones. We need to seriously put the pressure on senators. Never mind the governors, never mind state representatives. We have to harp on these senators like there's no tomorrow. Because if we don't get Pumpkinhead out of the Oval Office, there may not be a tomorrow. We've got to pull together. This is so close to the whole thing just ending really, really badly with a situation that America is not prepared or willing to deal with. This is very serious. Um, we don't know what's going to happen. And Iraq, 15 years, the whole world was trying to get them to agree to that nuclear war or the nuclear weapon, to stop making nuclear weapons. They pulled out of it completely. They don't want nothing to do with it. I mean, they were abiding by it as long as the other countries were okay with them. They were abiding by it. But now America used their airspace to assassinate another foreign leader. They don't want nothing to do with us. So they pulled out the nuclear deal. We have no friends in that area at all. Worst case scenario is that now America's civilians may be losing their lives because of what Pumpkinhead did. And if there is a war, this will be Trump's war. And that's not going to go good for him. But he did do something that no president ever did before. He lost two wars at the same time. You see, we had a war with Iraq that we've been involved in such a long time, and then we were going to get involved with the war now with Iran, but because Trump assassinated a foreign leader, now he gets to lose both wars at the same time. Yay! So we're gonna breathe. We can get through this. They haven't launched the code yet. Call your senators, get them to remove him. If we can remove him before this gets any worse, we could probably dial it back a bit. I don't think we're ever gonna have friends in that area. We've been working 15 years to get them to put down their weapons. And in 3 years, Trump blown it all to bits. Well, we were warned this was coming. I mean, seriously, he had 3 casinos and they all went belly up. I don't know what made us think that he would do any better with this. Anyway, let me go ahead because it's off to part 2. Okay, let me pull this over here and let me put you this. Can you see that? Okay. I'm gonna try to stay on the side. And yes, we got some more temptation ware. Now, again, for those of you that new that happen to stay this far, I do this at the end of all my shows until I finish unboxing everything. You see, again, to the people that are new, I I just bought a house a couple of months ago, and when you unbox and you move and stuff, and I'm thinking, people buy stuff to unbox on YouTube all the time. Why don't I show off my stoneware collection that I packed up in boxes? You see, you don't need a lot of money to unbox. People thinking, oh, I need this camera. You know what camera I'm using? You're on my computer camera. That's what you're on. So you don't need money to get a camera. And I'm sure you have things around your house, a collection around your house that may take 2 or 3 segments to do. And that could be good video to record. Okay, let me go ahead and move this way. Okay. Alrighty. Now I already know what's in here, and it's quite large and heavy. Oh dear, oh dear, 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 dear. I don't want to say it because it's so cute. It is the pumpkin motif. It is the pumpkin motif. And I'm sure you're already seeing it. It's huge and it's heavy. Oh god. Okay, come on. I'm taking this out so wrong. Oh yeah, you see it now. Oh, okay. Here we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm trying not to drop it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set this top on top of second box that we're going to open down there, which I should have done to begin with. Okay, so here we go. Back over here. So these are my oversized cupcakes. Now it's supposed to be pumpkins, but this you could use for fall because being that pumpkins are gourd, they yes, and they have their own little cage to carry them around in. But being that pumpkins are gourds, they start ripening around September. So you could use it for fall, for September. You could use it for the traditional Halloween pumpkin. And of course you have pumpkin pie for November. So you can actually get 3 months worth of use out of this. Now there should be a second one in here. Okay, let me go ahead. And if you're wearing headsets, I apologize because I just shoved that right across the room. 2 points. Oh yeah, and look, you get the little cards for the. Ooh, that's so cute. The recipe cards. So can you hold that? Let me get over here. Screenshot. Make it bigger if you can. And let's see, you can make not only the caramelized onion, that was caramelized onion muffins, but Texas taco cups. Can you get that? Alright. I should make some of this stuff. And the picture. Okay, and here's the picture for that. So basically, that dough right there, that's like, I'm thinking that's oh gosh, on that. The little taco cups. You know, you could go ahead and bake those. Those would be good. But I'm thinking, oh yeah, the tortilla shells, the mini tortilla shells. You put them in there, and you put the beef and stuff in there. You bake it for like 5 minutes. 6 small flour tortilla. Yeah, you put the stuffing and everything in there. You bake it for a few minutes so the cup is nice and crunchy. And then everyone gets their own little miniature taco bowl. I think that's cool. But then again, you could do that with any large, oversized cupcake pan. You don't have to make cupcakes in it only. Okay, so I know I have a second one in here. And yes, I put them in the clothing because you know why? Come on, say it with me, folks. I'm not spending money on packing peanuts that I'm just gonna throw away anyway. So yes, let's put this over here. Yay! 2 points. I may be weak, but I can still toss that box across the room. But I get it in the right area. That's the whole point. Okay, here we go. Try not to drop it. So we're gonna put you over here. Wow, these are some really big pieces I got. We're gonna put you over here instead. Stay out the way. Oh, that made me feel good. Yeah, I hope I don't start alarming. Anyway, if you hear a beep, that means I have to leave and check my machine. I thought I heard something. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. I don't mean to be quite so long. Oh, but I'm trying to get this box ripped open. And you know what I need to do? I need to learn to cut these things open before I start recording. I know I need to do that because this is getting ridiculous. And you think by now, with as many of these as I've done, I would learn to do that. But oh no. I think my problem is that if I open the tape of the box, that I'm just going to have to see what's in it. So, nosiness, you know. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, we got a little cage. Alright, hang on. Someone's trying to... Alright, go away. I'm not answering you right now. Alright. Okay, now this, I already know it's going to be what's called a triple stack baker. You'll see what I mean. That's a cute little twist. Alright. I think I'm too loud to that ASMR stuff. Besides, it creeps me out. I mean, you can't do that stuff and not be creeped out a little bit. So, here's the one set. Or one piece. Okay, and I'll try and hurry it up without noticing my time. I'm trying to be aware of my time. Like I said, I know you guys have things to do and lives to lead, and and I don't want to take up too much time. I have things in my head, and nobody really talked to. So I come here, I let it out, and then I feel better. You guys should do that too. I mean, you don't have to have a particular subject. Like, oh, you gotta eat crab legs all the time, or you gotta eat whatever all the time. No. Maybe one day you just sit down with some hot dogs and potato chips and a thing of soda, and you just talk like you were talking to a friend. And it's not that big. Okay, so there's the second piece. Actually, let me get this back over here. So, now this motif is spring-fetty. Okay. I want to make sure you get a good look at it. That's spring-fetty, and it's because all the light pastel colors. And so pretty. And then I have this flat. So you can either use this one or you can use this one. They both work. Put that there and this here. Now I have one more piece to that. Oh, okay, before I get to that, I want to show you this, and then I have one more piece to show you, but yeah, of course, the egg trays. This is supposed to be falsetti, but I think it looks more like a Tuscan motif. All the browns and the grays, not grays, the orange, the orange, the yellows, the browns. So it gets a set of two. Okay, I've got that all up in your faces. So there's one, there's two. I love these. The new ones, oh my god. First off, these are canceled. You can't get this design no more, or this layout. You could get the color. You can't get this layout, because the new layout, instead of getting two, you get one, but it holds 2 dozen, and it has a handle in the middle. So in the middle, it's a little divot. See the little divot there? and you're supposed to put like some kind of garnish or something in the middle, but people weren't using it for garnish. So it was like, well, why not put like a handle in there? So the middle one is the handle, and then this here is like twice as big. I don't know if I want something that big. I think it's easier. See, they lay into each other quite nicely. It's easier to store a standard dinner dish than it. Oh, he's singing the song of his people again. Anyway, hopefully he stops soon. I ain't gonna terrorize that little baby. I mean, dogs bark, right? If you didn't want to hear a dog barking, lo and behold, don't get a dog because they're gonna bark. And he's a beagle. Alrighty, the final piece of my baker, and not too soon. So you put the main dish in here. It could be, as you can see, it's really big. I mean, I put like a whole butt roast in here. So you put your meat in here, and your aromatics like your onion, your carrots, your peppers. You put your aromatics in there, and then over here you put your side dish. You can make vegetables or whatever you want to eat with your main dish. And then over here, this is your dessert dish. So you could make like a peach cobbler or a cherry something or whatever. You pick this all up. You put this in your oven. You take this one spot. That's it. It's like having a little Dutch oven with 3 tiers, one spot. It is the best way to cook. And the only reason why it's shaking because I don't have it level. Let me get you level. Once you got them level, it does make a seal. Come on. Stop playing with me. You're making me look bad. But yeah, once you got them leveled off, now there is parts. Let's see, there we go. There we go. Now it does let steam get out. You've got to let your steam out or you're going to have a real problem. But and there it goes. It's really, really nice. And so that's my 3-tier baker. And I think that's it. So I just showed you some egg dishes, the 3-tier baker, oversized muffin pans. I gotta put this on my shelf. Oh dear God, I'm so running out of room. I have an addiction problem. I do. Because I never noticed how big my collection is. I did not know it was this big. Because, okay, it took me literally a month to pack everything. And I'm doing 2 boxes every video. And I made how many videos? And I don't think I'm done yet. I seriously think I have maybe 1, 2 more boxes of stoneware left. You know, so hello, my name is Annabelle, and I'm an addict. Okay. So anyway, that's my collection. I'm hoping to get everything organized because I'm almost there where I got everything almost to where I like it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give you the tour of the room of everything we've unboxed for the past September, October. Was it September? No, it wasn't. Because I had the hardest time getting my room painted. Let me not start there. Oh, I do not want to hear about people saying, "Oh, that's taking jobs away from an American." I was trying to get an American to do my. paid this room for how many weeks? Almost a month. And they wanted several $100s. It's like, hold on. I'm providing the paint. I'm providing the brushes. I'm providing the drop cloth. All you need to do is show up and paint. That's all I need from you behind. You are not worth $200 for that. So what I did, I got two best friends. Hi, I know you're watching. I cooked them one. Let's see, what did we have that day? We had mashed potatoes, gravy. We had some vegetables, and we had spare ribs. And what else did we have? Well, anyway, I cooked them a good dinner, a rib dinner. I will cook you a rib dinner. Okay. So I cooked enough to feed everybody and still have enough for lunch the next day. And it was really, really fun. And we all had a good time. And oh my God, I was so happy to get in this room and start just doing stuff. And I've got a lot. I've got a lot here. So anyway, that's the segment. It's fun. Oh yeah, I'm back to 40 minutes. Oh jeez, I talk a lot. Can you tell? Well, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for signing up. If you knew, if you stood this long, oh, we are gonna have so much fun together with my new subscribers. If you have any questions, any requests, or you want me to, I don't know, answer your questions, or let's see, it's something simple. I'm not sure about eating challenges. I don't do those. Believe it or not, I do not have a big appetite, and I don't know why, how people can do that. But anyway, I'm off topic. Forgive me. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I do thank you very much for your time and for listening to me. Welcome to the family, my little Bellas. So I'm gonna decide, because we are getting a little bit big, that if this is Annabelle's TV, so if this is Annabelle's, you should be my little Bellas. How do you feel about being my little Bellas? You tell me. Okay, everyone that's listening, I know that a lot of people are listening. Put one for yes or two for no. Would you like to be my Bellas? I mean, boys could be Bells too. I'm not discriminating. So, with that said, I want to, thank you for watching. We're all going to hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and I guarantee you we're all going to end somewhere in the middle. We're going to be all right, guys. Bye.